All right, are we good now? We on air? Oh, there we go. Finally. Holy fuck. Yeah, sorry I'm fucking late. I did not mean for that to happen. I did not mean for that to happen at all. I really apologize for that one. Well, I'm gonna go now to my Discord. Hey, live is up now. Just having some technical difficulties. All right. Holy shit. All right. Yeah, so sorry about that. So, yeah, I did hit go live at 6 p.m. like I was scheduled to, but the problem is when I scheduled the live, I did it from my phone, and on it said from the mobile device. Um, or what I'm saying is like when you go live, you have to select what device you want to stream from, and by default, because I did it from my phone, it said do it from mobile. So and when I went to go live on here and selected that live to go live on, it then all of a sudden just decided to just not go live because it was supposed to be from mobile, not the streaming software. So I tried to change it from mobile to the streaming software, and it wouldn't let me do it. So what I had to do instead was I had to delete that scheduled live and make a new one. And so here we are. What a fucking nightmare. Like I was just like I think I like recorded a live for like fucking 6 minutes. I was fucking talking, and then just to realize that I wasn't even live and no one was even on the live or anything. So yeah, that was pretty annoying. But anyway, like I do have a list of things that I'm going to talk about. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is the shift in content I'm going to have. So basically, going forward, um, like you may have remembered back in April, May, like I did just skiing content and nothing else. Actually, well, I guess I did a couple unboxing videos and shit, but it was basically just skiing content. Once the ski season really kicks off, we'll go back to that. um, I just need to wait a few weeks for more to open up at the ski resorts because right now, I mean, some of the ski resorts are open, but the problem is it's like they only got like one run open. And my time is worth way more than just one run. Like I ain't gonna drive 3 hours round trip just to go and ski one run. That's a total waste of my time, total waste of gas, total waste of miles on my vehicle. Like you get the idea. So I'm basically gonna be just waiting for that to happen before I really dive into the skiing content. So hopefully they get more stuff open as quickly as possible because I'm just like I really want to get back on the slopes. Like this off season kind of sucked. It did. Just the off season in general is just kind of a drag. Oh, it looks like we're dropping a few frames because my internet's fucking horse shit. I mean, it's been really bad just these last couple months, and it's infuriating. Hopefully, it will hopefully it'll be able to hold up for this entire live here. But anyway, another thing that's going to change content wise. Another thing that's going to change content wise is we're going to be doing more resort and maybe even run specific videos. Kind of like back in April and May, I did videos like that said top 5 things to never do at Steamboat, top 5 things to never do at Beaver Creek. They were more resort specific, talking about the specifics. I mean, they're just more specific than what I have been talking about. So that's something that we're going to end up doing, is we're going to be having more resort specific content, because before, or what am I saying, over the off season, the kind of content I have been doing was just more of like just general information, and those are pretty helpful videos, like say, like talking about how to avoid traffic on I-70, or how to get the best price on your ski pass, or ranking the top 5 best ski resorts, or ranking the top 5 worst ski resorts. I mean, the best ski resorts, that video did very well, but the worst ski resort video, holy shit, I got so much backlash for that one, especially for throwing Loveland in there. Holy shit, people did not like that. But people, I really didn't think that people were that diehard for fucking Loveland. That was just insane to me. Like, if I knew that I was gonna get that type of backlash, I probably wouldn't have put it on that list. I would have probably chose a different resort. um, or maybe I would have, just to get the backlash and to get the views, because despite all the backlash, I did get a shitload of views on that video. I don't know how many of that translated into subscribers, but yeah. I mean, I'm honestly thinking I might pay out of pocket and do a trip to Loveland this year, and maybe making a follow up to that. I have to see if any of the points I made stood, or any of them didn't stand, stuff like that. um, but yeah, but that's crazy when you make a controversial statement about one ski resort, or something that a lot of people really like. Yeah, that could really ruin your like to dislike ratio. But unfortunately, it wasn't even just that video. It's like, it wasn't just the Loveland video. Like, the very next video, I got a lot of hate on that one as well. Which, what was that video? It was what to expect the next ski season. I don't know why so many people hated that one. That had a pretty bad like to dislike ratio. And then the skiing video after that, or I made a video walking through downtown Los Angeles. I did that. That actually did okay. Um, didn't get a whole lot of views, but pretty good like to dislike ratio. Then after that, I did a video on how to save it was before you buy an Epic or Icon Pass, watch this. I had 3 dislikes and no likes. So I don't know what necessarily went wrong in that video necessarily. I don't know what I did wrong that got all that backlash. Because I didn't make any controversial statements. Like, I didn't talk about Loveland. I didn't talk about any ski resorts I haven't been to. Basically, all I did was just gave my best advice on what are the best ways to save money on your season pass. Nobody necessarily cared to give good feedback on it. And then there was last week's video, which actually did pretty good. Well, let me take a look at what the ratings were on that one. Manage videos. Yeah, it was 4 likes and 1 dislike, so that was pretty good. Can't really complain about that. 73 views. I mean, we did very good viewer wise, like very early on, but then it's like it kind of just plateaued. Like, if I go and look at the analytics for it, let's see, most of the views happened Saturday, October 25th. So first 21 hours, we were at 31 views. First day, we were at 38 views. Then we go to day 2. We're at 59 views. Day 3, we're at 65 views. And day 4, so as you can see, it just fucking plateaus. Like, hasn't changed much in the last few days, so that's a little bit of a disappointment. I was hoping I would get a few hundred views on that one, but it is what it is. But yeah, so pretty soon we'll be going back to full-time skiing content. I'm honestly debating making moving the travel content to a second channel. I mean, let me know if you would really like to see that. And then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for the off season next year. I think probably what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and record as much as I can, edit as much as I can during peak season, get ahead as I can, have a bunch of videos backlogged. So then during the off season, I have enough content to go around. So I don't necessarily have to throw shit in necessarily, because it's just hard to make videos during the off season when you're not skiing, because there's just not really much to talk about, you know. um but yeah, I think that's pretty much the changes there are going to be in content. I guess the next thing I would like to talk about is the reservations I have for this winter. So so this winter I plan on doing 3 out of town ski trips. Well, I mean, I guess they're all out of town, but 3 ski trips where like I have to stay overnight for, and maybe possibly I might sneak in more. Who knows? Depending if I find good deals. Oh my gosh. But yeah, the last week of January I have plans to go to Jackson Hole, and then the first week of February I have plans to go to Steamboat. Um, Jackson Hole, like I just remember watching peak rankings and saying that like that's the most challenging resort in the United States. So I thought, oh, I'll go give it a try. And like watching a bunch of videos of Corbett's Couloir. I hope I get to be able to ski that. Hopefully that will be open during my time there. That'd be pretty cool. So I decided to do Jackson Hole. It's also a reasonable drive from where I live, like just over 8 hours. And then I'm gonna hit Steamboat on the way back, because Steamboat, I really did enjoy that last season. I went there for one day. I did a day trip there, and I really had a lot of fun. And I really want to spend more time there and cover some of the stuff I didn't get to cover and film more footage. Like, that was the disappointing thing about Steamboat, is like I didn't get much footage out of it because yeah, that really went wrong, because number one, I only had one GoPro battery at the time, and it fucking died on me after 3 fucking runs. So that was a real disappointment. Like, I literally had it a full charge too. Like, I charged it before going to the resort, and it fucking died on me after 3 runs. So I only got 3 runs worth of footage. And then after I had that big fall, if you didn't see my skiing fails video, you should go watch that. But if you did watch that, you remember the fall that I had at Steamboat. After that fall, like, I ended up having the strap of my backpack in the camera, and that just totally ruined the video quality for my liking. So I kind of been avoiding trying to use that footage. Um, yeah, I just been yeah, I just want to get better footage of that mountain is the thing, and I also want to spend more time there. Like, I want to go back and hit some of the Fish Creek stuff, because I didn't really cover any of that during my visit, because I only had so much time and so much to cover. Yeah, I'd like to go do some more runs off of Morningside or the Mount Werner chutes. Because, like, again, I didn't really get to spend much time doing that, especially with how long the lines were for Morning Flat, which is what I decided to call it in this Steamboat video, Morning Flat. um, But yeah, so being able to go there midweek and not during a peak time would definitely help. Hopefully they'll get very good powder. Because like, yeah, that was some of the most amazing powder I skied in my life when I went to Steamboat the first time. Um, which was this last season. When I recorded those 3 clips. Yeah, I'm drinking these Ollie Pops. It's way better than regular pop. Or better for you, I should say. I mean, not doesn't necessarily taste better. I mean, it tastes almost as good, but not quite as good. Like if you know what I'm saying. But like, yeah, during the end of my time at Steamboat, like I was not done with Steamboat. Like I was not ready to go home, and it took about 4 hours on the drive back, little 4.5 maybe, like 3.5 on the way up there. I mean that like I made pretty good time on the way up there despite it being a little icy. Um, I remember I had a close call like before Rabbit Ears Pass on US or no, on Colorado 9 it was. Like I almost fucking slipped. That would have been bad, but luckily I didn't. Um yeah, and I ended up doing the whole drive with a screw in my tire. Don't recommend doing that. That was just really stupid of me, but it's like I had a warning that my tire pressure was low like on the drive there and I was like, well, I'm not going to just go and cancel my trip over that, so I'm just going to keep going. Um and then the third trip I had planned for this winter, not necessarily my plan, but I'm going to go along with my dad and his friends from Ohio to Aspen, um, like we do every year. So get some more footage of that. I didn't get much footage in Highlands, I noticed, and I'd like to get more footage in Snowmass as well. Got a good amount of footage at Ajax. It was almost exclusively on Heroes. I mean, I think I did get one clip on Bell, but really didn't get anything else. So definitely want to go a little bit harder on the recording this season for sure. Because last season I kind of did take it a little easy. I mean, I didn't really like start actually doing stuff with the content until late last season. Like, excuse me. Um, Most of the time I was just recording just for the sake of recording, and I was like, I'll decide what to do with the content later, type of thing. Yeah, I do have a couple reservations for 2027, but I think I'm going to save that for another live because right now we're focused on the 2026 season. Who knows what's in store for 2027? Who knows if we'll even have skiing in 2027 with the crazy world that we live in? Because, I mean, let's be honest, this administration has been just shitting the bed hard. And, yeah, I guess we're not going to get into that, but it's just a lot of unpredictableness. Um, let's see, what's the next one? I guess we could talk about the early season a little bit. I mean, this is gonna be like the first time, maybe not necessarily the first time, but I guess one of the rare times I ever really do early season. I think there was one time before I went in November. It was like after Thanksgiving, and I guess it was all right. I don't necessarily remember. That was like 6 years ago, 7 years ago. That was in 2019, wasn't it? Yeah, 2019 was an okay season. It wasn't like a super great season. Oh wait, no. No, that was 2019 2020 is what I'm talking about. 2018 2019, that was like the best ski season like snow wise. Yeah, that was like after 2018, 2017, 2018, 2017, 2018 was like the worst ski season I've seen during my time here in Colorado. Like, I have never seen a ski season worse than that. 2018 was fucking bad. Um, and then all of a sudden, next season, it goes from being the worst season to then becoming the best season. Um, I wasn't supposed to talk about that until later. um, but I guess we just briefly discussed it now. But I guess there are some more to say about it than just that. So I guess we'll just leave it at that. Your earliest day you went skiing was November 16th last year at Cobber. That's pretty early. Yeah, I don't think I've ever gone up that early. Yeah, I was thinking I was going to go up at opening day out or A Basin or Winter Park, but just seeing just how little they have open, I just can't necessarily justify driving 3 hours round trip just for one run. Like, my time is worth way more than that. I mean, I guess you really got to be die hard to be willing to do that. But to me, it's like, yeah, it's just not worth it. Like, there just needs to be a little bit more open. Um, so we'll have to see what opens up in the next few weeks, and I'll determine whether it's worth it or not to go. But I think the earliest I've ever been up was Black Friday, and that was back in 2019. Which 2019, 2020, that was an okay ski season. Although that ski season got cut short because of the pandemic. I mean, you're probably too young to remember that season, or some of those seasons. Like, I guess 2018 specifically is the one I always bring up. I've been talking about that a lot on the SRG Discord server. Um, yeah, 2018 was not that great. I guess during peak season was. I mean, peak season in 2018 is pretty much December skiing at any other time at any other season. Like, imagine December skiing in February. That's what 2018 was like. 2018 was like, what, 8 years ago? Or that season was 8 years ago? Which, that's crazy. 8 years ago was 2018. Holy shit, I'm getting old. Like, yeah, now we're knocking on the door to 2026. Like, I remember the first day I went up in 2018, I drove to Vail because that was like the first year I actually had I actually had a car. The first year I was actually able to drive. So, yeah, I drove up to Vail like right after New Year's, and yeah, I was scratching my head wondering why wasn't the back bowls open or anything. Like, I was stuck to skiing groomers on the front side, so I was very disappointed with that. Like, they didn't even open the back bowls that year until mid to late January, which is fucking crazy. Like, usually they'll have that open before Christmas. And then the very next season, they opened that shit. They not only opened the back bowls, but they opened Blue Sky Basin in November. So we go from having a season with barely any snowfall to then a season with more snowfall than ever. And that was also the season that we had that big um what was it called, bomb cyclone or something. That was more so in the Denver area, but they did get a lot of snow in the mountains as well. And I remember that season, like, we had a couple of snow days at school. That was like my senior year of high school. We had a couple snow days at school, and basically I went with my dad up to Vail to visit his friends from Ohio who usually got a place up there. And basically I took advantage of those snow days to ski. And there was like, what, 16 inches of snow? Like, it was crazy. Yeah, I heard last year's early season was very good. I didn't really ski much of it. I went to Copper once in December and then didn't go until New Year's Day. Yeah, like last season, I went and skipped the I skipped the New Year's Eve countdown, and then I just went right into 2025. Or yeah, I skipped the New Year's Eve countdown, and I got up early in the morning and skied on New Year's Day because I just took advantage of my day off from work and just did that. Yeah, it's been like a couple of years since I've watched the New Year's countdown because like the couple of years prior to that, I just totally missed it. Like I think one year I passed out in bed before midnight and then woke up at like 1 a.m. and I'm like, fuck, I missed it all. And then there was another year where I was at my friend's place and we didn't have any access to the cable TV, so he didn't really have a way of watching it. So I remember that was a year like I bought champagne and like spilt it all over his carpet because I didn't even know how to fucking open champagne. It was kind of embarrassing. But yeah, that's yeah, we covered a couple of things there. We talked about early season. We talked about the 2017-2018 ski season. Yeah, I kind of briefly mentioned how bad that was. And what concerns me is I was talking on SRG's Discord server, and the person who wants to be a meteorologist and is like always on top of the weather forecasts and models and stuff says like the models that we're seeing for this ski season are pretty similar to what we saw back in 2017 for the 2018 ski season. And I'm just like, that doesn't sound good. Because I swear, if it gets as bad as fucking 2018 was, I'm going to be disappointed as fuck. Although the caveat to that is I am going to Jackson Hole and Steamboat. And I looked at how much snow they got in the 2018 ski season, and it wasn't too bad at those places. I know that Steamboat was 100% open, or I guess I don't necessarily know that, but I saw on the website, or not on Steamboat's website, but another website that like evaluates how much each ski resort has open. And Steamboat had 100% open on January 31st, which is about around the same time that I'm gonna be there this next season, or this season, not next season. Sorry. So yeah, so that's good to hear. So that should hopefully at least be decent because Steamboat does get good snow during La Nina winters, and then Jackson Hole was like 95% open at that time as well. So if we see that type of pattern this season, then they should get good snow. So my times there will be good. It's just the problem is like my time here in Colorado is probably going to be disappointing. Although Winter Park didn't do so bad in 2018 as well. I didn't have an Icon Pass at the time. I had an Epic Pass, so I didn't get to ski Winter Park. I went to Vail and Keystone in 2018, and those places did not get very good snow in 2018, so I was very disappointed. But I guess I guess we'll just have to see. I'll have to kind of play it by ear. But I hope it doesn't turn out to be as lackluster of a year as 2018 was, because, man, that would be just brutal. Because out of my 18 years of skiing in Colorado, 2018 was the worst snow year that we've had. Like, I think most of the resorts in Colorado got like 150 total inches of snowfall that season or something stupid like that. Which they usually should be getting closer to 300, if not more than that. Um, I guess let's go back to the subject of early season. I mean, this early season, I want to take advantage of it for two things. Number one is more recording, and number two, spending more time on groomers because I don't necessarily spend enough time on groomers. Usually, I'm just going straight for the black runs, and I need to and yeah, that's okay. But at the end of the day, I kind of need to like add more variety because if all I'm skiing is black runs, it's like I don't necessarily get good at skiing the other stuff. But I guess at the same time, I'm also skiing a lot of groomers because typically you have to ski groomers to get to and from the black run. But I guess I want to focus more on like necessarily enjoying the groomers and focusing on my ski form because I'm sure you guys all are aware my ski form is fucking dog shit. Like it just is. And I do want to work on fixing it. It's something I didn't really care about for most of my time skiing because it's kind of like it is what it is. But when you're someone trying to make content, it's just not very presentable having the form that I have. And I'm thinking probably to get around that challenge, I'm probably just going to record more on groomers just to kind of just so that nobody will really notice it. Because it's a lot easier to kind of like ski with your skis together when you're just skiing on a groomer rather than doing bumps or trees and shit. Guess that's all I really want to say regarding that. Um, I do have a survey linked down below, so if there's anything that you want to see change in the content, please let me know in that survey. Like if you haven't filled out that survey, please fill out that survey. Because like I've only had 2 people fill it out so far, and I'd like to get more feedback so I can determine what direction to go on the content. Like the survey, like I ask very simple questions. Like I'll ask your age range. I'll ask like are you under the age of 15, between the age of 16, 17, whatever. I mean, maybe I don't necessarily ask for specific age, just age range. I ask for a YouTube username, what name you prefer to be called. Um, what else do I ask for? Like I asked, like what's going well with the content? What do you like to see? What would you like to see more of? What would you like to see less of? Just basic feedback questions. So it really helped me out a lot if you could leave some feedback down in there. Yeah, I thought it was important to do that because my last few videos didn't necessarily do as well as I wanted to, and I kind of want feedback on what I could do better. Damn, am I not talking about interesting enough stuff? Like we just had 4 viewers, and now it's like down to. I mean, YouTube Studio says 2, while some Streamlabs says I have none. So I don't know what's up with that. Hmm. Yeah, it's a bit strange. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to I mean, are you guys not interested in what's being discussed and anybody who is watching? Because I'd like to just get a little bit more interaction here. I mean, otherwise I'll just quickly go over my last few points and then we will call it. Um, I guess next we'll talk about my Discord server. So, yeah, we're still looking for members on the Discord server. So, if you've not joined the Discord server yet, like, what the fuck, what the hell are you doing? Like, join the damn Discord server. It's free to join. Um, you can meet new people on there, or at some point, or that's the whole idea of it is to get a community going and network with different people. But it doesn't work so well when people don't fucking join. So fucking join the server. That's also where I'll announce ski meetups and stuff. Like if we ever do them, if we ever do Eternal House ski trips, which it's gonna be quite some time before we do that if we get to that point. um, but yeah, I definitely eventually do want to get to the point where I could do stuff like host things like the Peak House ski trips, because that's gonna be the best the most cost effective way for me to be able to travel and and go to different ski resorts is by organizing ski trips for people. And that's something I don't really mind doing. Like I love planning for trips, like going through all that. Like that's something I don't mind doing. I'm not too sure if it's something that anybody dreads doing necessarily, but I definitely do look forward to planning a trip. Like it's very exciting to me. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent, but like I want to go back to the Discord server. Not only do we do skiing stuff, but I have like other channels for other topics and conversations, as well as I'll do football picks every week where I'll pick who I think is going to win each NFL football game. Um, no one has necessarily cared for that, or no one on the server. I guess no one who is currently on the server necessarily cares for NFL football. But yeah, it's a pretty chill server, and I would like to get a lot more people on there, because the server only works when you get more people and more active people, especially because the people who are on there aren't really that active, and that's a bit disappointing. Um, guess the next thing I want to bring up is I'm gonna be rebranding my or not necessarily rebranding, but redesigning the channel. Like, I got a new logo designed. I've been using it on Discord and shit. Haven't necessarily implemented it on here yet. Kind of waiting until I get around to making the channel art and all that, because like I kind of want to do the whole thing before I just slap it on here. But yeah, it seems like from the feedback I got from the Discord communities I'm on that I showed it to, they seem to like it, so I think we're gonna roll with it. Would eventually like to get an intro going, but I gotta teach myself how to do an intro, because everything we have here is done in house. Like I don't pay anybody to do a graphic design for me. It's all me that does it. I'm an amateur graphic designist, and the stuff I make, it works and it's presentable. May not be like super professional, but I mean it is what it is. I mean, once I get big enough, I'll probably eventually have a team, and I'll probably have like a thumbnail artist and a logo artist and all that. I do have one person in mind who would be a good candidate for that if I do get to that point. Um, but I guess if you're interested in doing that kind of thing, definitely keep in touch with the channel. And if we get to that point where I'm looking to hire someone to do that, then let me know when it gets to that point. Um, yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I want to address. I mean, yeah. Is there anything else I would like to yap about necessarily? I don't necessarily think so. Yeah, I kind of do feel pretty bad not going early season last year because last year would have definitely been the season to do it. Um, yeah, I guess like I wasn't as passionate about it at the time, so I just didn't really care. I'm more of a peak season, late season skier. Like the only reason why I'm going this early season is because I just don't want to wait. Like typically I'll wait until December or January. I mean, like if it's good, I'll go like once or twice in December. If it's not so good, if they don't have like a decent amount open, I'll usually typically just wait until after New Year's to go up. But like this last season, like I did very well during the peak season. I went up like literally every single week during the peak season. I don't even think I missed a week. Um, like yeah, I got about like 25 days in last season, which is probably the most skiing I've done in a season. I mean, some people may be looking at that and be like, only 25? Well, yeah, I have a full-time job and a life. That's all I really had time for last season. Especially only during the peak. That was pretty good. But I should get more days in this season since I'm going early season. I have a few trips that I'm going to be going on, whilst last year I only went on one trip. This year I got three. So yeah, we'll just see how it all plays out. I'm definitely looking forward to this season. Like it's kind of crazy. I went from becoming a summer person to becoming a winter person like that. Like I used to hate the wintertime. I used to not care for the wintertime just because it's like so bone chill and cold. And yeah, just dealing with it is a hassle. And now it's like just the summers have just sucked. It's just been so hot. I don't know if it's been getting hotter during the summertime here, or if I've just been getting older and I've just been feeling it more. It might be a little bit of both. Like, it just seems like the older I get, the less I can tolerate that fucking heat. And like, I guess the cold, I'm still not too much of a fan of, but I've found more ways of dealing with the cold. Like, yeah, like last year for Christmas, I got a pair of heated gloves, and it works like a charm. Like heated gloves are the only thing that keep my hands warm whilst on the slopes. Um, yeah, that's like the only thing. Like I've tried hand warmers, I've tried mittens, I've tried glove liners, I've tried it all. And when it gets like below 10, it's like I got to be taking breaks in the lodge. Like I used to constantly take breaks in the lodge. It would take like 30 minutes to warm my hands up, and it always just sucked because it's like it would just cut into your ski day and you'd just be wasting time sitting in the lodge by the fireplace trying to warm your hands up. I don't know why everyone else doesn't necessarily have that problem where they get cold hands, but I really have a problem. My hands get cold so easily whilst on the slopes. But heated gloves are just the way to go. Heated gloves were just a huge game changer. Like I was skiing when it was like 0 degrees on New Year's Day at Copper, and my hands did not get cold at all in those heated gloves. It was pretty nice. In fact, the one thing I did notice getting cold was my face. Like my face was bothering me so much. It's like that's the thing because usually I'm not even worried about my face because it's like my hands are like bothering me so much. It's like my face is not really necessarily a concern to me. I mean, definitely I do feel it, but it's like my hands hurt and they're just so numb. It's just like all I'm thinking about is just how numb and cold my hands are that I'm not even thinking about the rest of my body. Um, but yeah, I'll definitely put these heated gloves more to the test this winter, especially when we get more Arctic blasts. It's like the one day that like my heated gloves weren't necessarily working. It was like on Martin Luther King weekend. It was like 0 degrees at Copper, and I noticed my hands were getting cold because like I charged my batteries for my gloves, but they didn't necessarily charge properly, so they never did charge. So I turned my heated gloves on, and then all of a sudden the battery dies like just instantly, and I'm like, shit, what do I do? So yeah, definitely did feel the difference there. Yeah, there's something else I wanted to bring up, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, like, oh yeah, we're talking about just the cold in general, and there was something I wanted to talk about. Like, I like the wintertime, like, when it comes to skiing and shit, but at the same time, like, wintertime at home just sucks. Like, I'm not looking forward to having to go back to de-icing my vehicle before I go to work in the morning and having to drive slower because of, icy or snowy roads. Like, that's gonna be something I'm gonna have to deal with, um, which is not gonna be fun. I hate working in the cold. That's something I have not figured out how to solve. I mean, because once again, it goes to my hands getting cold issue. Like I can keep the rest of my body warm just fine. It's just my hands. It's hard to keep warm. And heated gloves don't necessarily work for my job because my job requires working with my hands a lot. So it's like um and plus, it's like work gloves just wear down on me, and I don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on a pair of heated gloves. They're just going to rip apart like after a couple of weeks, if you know what I mean. So, got to figure out what a solution is for that. But otherwise, other than work, it's like I have actually been finding myself enjoying the winters too. Like even like just on the weekends, it's like it feels very cozy just chilling in here, like burning a candle, playing some video games or whatever, whilst it's snowing outside. I really do like that because I just can't find that comfort in the summertime. It's kind of like in the summertime, it's like it's telling me to basically go outside because just because it's so insufferable in here, just how hot it gets. Because like you're in the top floor of the house, and your computer just makes the room even more of a sauna than it needs to be. But yeah, I guess that's all I really have to yap about for this evening. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll